Alright, we're here for a mid-progress update on, well, I don't even know what its name is. I just like the look of the little guy, so I bought him. So we're going to do a mid-progress update. This is not one of Bandai's best kits. I'm having a lot of fit issues. And unlike some of Bandai's kits, there are sticker problems. I mean, no one really likes Bandai and their stickers. But for this particular kit, the stickers have been worse than normal, so to speak. Okay? What I mean by that is... Here, let me show you. The larger figure, one, his head won't stay on. I'm sure there's ways of fixing that. But if you look at his eyes, the stickers don't go around real well. There's a gimmick on it. If I push his eyes in and I rotate and push him back, I can change his eyes. That's kind of cool to me. The stickers never fit well. Okay, one thing that could have alleviated that some is I shouldn't have followed the directions. The sticker should have been put on before it was assembled. The directions say assemble before you put the stickers on. And don't do that. Look at the fit issues here and here. And you can also see it on top of his head. It's uneven on these two sides. Okay? Now, some of this is nitpicking. If you want this guy and just want something to build quickly, I don't think that's a big issue. The sticker thing bothered me, though. And you can tell the eyes don't like staying there, and the head doesn't like staying on the little body. This sticker fit pretty well. The body, it's fine. He's holding that. He's got a gun. The gun barrel doesn't stay closed, but those of us who know what glue is can fix that. Okay? His head doesn't like to stay on. And then again, there go the eyes again. The second I try to put the head on there. It can't really hold itself up. The joints aren't strong. Okay? I don't think this is supposed to be like even a high-grade kit. The little guy, he came with a pre-assembled frame. He holds together a lot better. He can't stand up. You have to mount him on this frame. Now this comes off because you get to put this in the big guy over here once you get the big guy built. Okay? And I'm going to leave it on the stand for right now. But the little guy is better than the big guy, in my opinion. You do come with some accessories, arms, little whatever that is, and this is probably the remote control. Okay? And then again, you have this guy right here, who is going to be, this is looking to be the best part. The fit seems to be better here. Although I did have some issues with this bottom part. Was it the bottom part? Yeah, it was the bottom part. I really had to put some pressure on it with some glue to get the seam down the center to stay pretty calm. Okay? And for a snap kit, having to put glue on it like that doesn't make any sense. And that does open for some reason. Probably so things can rotate. I don't know. I'm not going to force anything unless I go looking. Anyhow, here's mid-assembly. Am I upset about the kit? No, it was cheap. It was less than high-grade cost, like $15. And that's full price of Barnes & Noble, which means it's probably $10 on eBay. But outside that, it's kind of fun to put it together a little bit. I am getting some use of my glass nail file. Trying to find it right here. First observation is, yes, it files down really well. I've used it on some of these spots like here. My fingernail works almost better on some of these pre-painted parts for removing the lines, but I have used this. It's not overly abrasive. You can be overly aggressive with it pretty easily, yes, but it's not overly abrasive. So it's easy to control. I just wish it was narrower. I'd love a version of this that was about the same thickness as this. It'd be a lot easier to get in there and work around. I'm sure they exist, I just didn't look for it. But since it's predominantly a nail file, I doubt you'll find it at that thickness. You might be able to find one smaller than this. And if it was thinner, this might end up being my go-to file. Unless I really want to tear some material up, and I'll go get the metal ones. But I do like it. I do like it. I do like how well it works. Both sides are equally abrasive. It took me a while to figure that out. I thought one side was different than the other. They're both the same. It does clean up pretty easily, so that's a good thing. Alright, so far the glass nail file is a winner. It wasn't very expensive. It's a keeper at this point. Okay? Alright, I'm going to get back to work on this, and I have a couple other things I got to do. Then maybe I'll have this guy done pretty soon. There isn't much to him. Hello everyone. I got to use this for a little while, and here's my conclusion. It's about the same as these white sanding sticks. It's not any better, not any worse. Well, it is a little worse because it's too wide. That's way too wide for sanding some small detail spots. That's why I like these little white sanding sticks. Okay, and they come in different grits. You can get them. Sorry, this guy fell over. I don't like him falling over. But anyhow, you can get. I get these at Hobby Lobby. They last quite a long time, so they're actually worth getting. Is this bad? No, I like it better than the little metal files you would get at like Harbor Freight Tools. Okay, it's not as harsh. I just wish it was thinner, more narrow, like these. If I could find a really thin, narrow version of this, it would be good. Okay, but this is, again, about the same as one of these. They feel about the same on either side. Works really well. My fingernails are a little long. They're getting cut tonight. But it works well on fingernails, too, and that's what it's designed for. That's why it's so big. So you can sit here and just file your fingernails. Okay, that's what it was designed for. But anyhow, would I buy it again? It's $3. Possibly. It wasn't bad. If it was thinner, it'd be almost perfect. Okay, so glass, file, yeah, I like it better than the metal ones, but I would just wish it was smaller. So if on a scale of 0 to 10, I give about a 7, an 8. So it's okay. All right. And there's a short video on a glass of fire. All right, this one, Kiroro Gunso Plamo Collection. Kiroro Gunso and Kirorobo Mark II Anniversary Special. This guy is done. I'm reading it off there. I'm not reading it very well. We're a little too zoomed in, so there. Now everything fits. He's done, and you know, on a scale of 0 to 10, I'd give it about a 6. If you like the subject a lot, definitely get it. It wasn't expensive. It went together fairly well, just not as good as it could, okay? And it's a little kind of wonky. The robot guy, I like him. He looks good. He's cute. One of my daughters came in here and wanted him already. They like the cuteness of him. He does do some transformations, but you can already tell there's some wonkiness to him. The arms come off pretty easy. The joints aren't real strong or good. High-grade Gundams are better built. But you want the subject, you get the subject. And I think some people would like this subject. So that's why it was made. Obviously, Bandai wouldn't have done it if they weren't going to sell them. Okay, this little guy comes off the stand, and if you would stay in this little cart, the little cart, you fold that up, and it drops in here. Oh, he stayed on there. His head didn't. That's another problem. His head doesn't stay on. Put his head back on there, and it falls out. But he's supposed to ride in here. Okay, and it does snap in there pretty good. It stays in there, too. I mean, I can turn it upside down, and it stays in there. And again, the joints are loose in places, really stiff in others. It's hit or miss on this guy. He's kind of strange. Okay. Posability. If you're into gunplay and you like to pose your stuff, I don't think this guy's all that posable. Just saying. Okay. Does come with some accessories. These accessories are all for the bigger version of him. He's got a gimmick where I can shift the eyes. The stickers don't set down well on the eyes. They do over... On this part of it, the stickers set down well. On this part, they don't. You can tell around the star that's lifting up on the edges a little bit, and the eyes definitely aren't set down correctly. Head comes off pretty easy. And again, there's a gimmick on changing the eyes, so I can change them. And when I change them, again, you can see the stickers don't sit down quite right. And he comes apart pretty easily. His legs don't sit in there right. It's just kind of wonky. Okay, it's not something I'm going to be posing around and changing up very often. He's going to go on display shelf, and that's his forever place, because he's not going to hold up very well. And I'm having trouble putting the legs back on the display case live, back on the display stand live on camera, so that tells you an awful lot. Got him on there. Don't touch him. He comes apart real easy. Okay, it's not like some of the Gundam models that pose and shift around real easily. This guy is not that. Put his head back on. Put him down. Don't touch, so he doesn't fall apart again. He's got different arms you can change out. Again, this is stamped for this guy. I think this is supposed to be your remote control. The box art shows a lot more colors than come on the kit because the box art has been painted, and this is not painted. But I am calling this done. I want to move on to another project or two. You've seen some videos where I say I'm going to build an X-Wing. That's not coming up soon, because I have too much work coming in front of me. It's going to come later. What is coming up soon, though, is, I'm trying to find him, this guy. I'm going to build this real soon. I know I'm building a lot of Gundams right now, but this guy, when I saw it, I thought about something with it, and I'm going to build a little diorama with it, a real quick diorama. One of the things I'm working on right now is seeing how fast I can build some of these guys. That's why I've been building the Gundams. I have time to do it. Okay? Not detail them out, not paint them out real well, but I have time to build them. And that is a wonderful thing to me, finding a few minutes here and there to be able to build something. All right, well, I'm going to go. I will talk to you all later. Hope you enjoyed.